Hi there, vinyl community. Mr. Krull is back with a recent vinyl finds. First off, playing in the background is Hell Gulper and the Gorilla Band. Really good. First I'm gonna show you is an album by Hot Tuna. As you might know, this is Jorma Kaukonen from Jefferson Airplane, and it's called Hoppkorv, and it's a funny story behind this album title. Jorma and another member from the band was in Sweden playing a gig, and they went to buy some food, and they went by this sausage stand, and the guy selling the sausages was just serving a kid, and when he gave the kid the sausage, it fell out of the bread, and he screamed, "Fucking jumping hot dog," and that's actually what this means. Hoppkorv is jumping dog. Jumping hot dog, sorry. But of course they didn't take the curse word in the album title. Next record I got was Kalevala. This is a Finnish progressive rock band released on Svart Records. This is People No Names. Highly recommended. Really good. The singer has that love or hate quality. I love his voice, but I'm guessing some of you won't like it, but the music is great. Check it out. Next up is Tempest. A few years ago I bought the other Tempest album, and it featured Alan Holdsworth. He's not on this. It is it's Ollie, what's his name? Ollie Holsold or something, who's playing guitar, and this is really great. One of the tracks reminds me of the sound from a Swedish rock band called Helicopters. I'm guessing that they listened to this when they were young. So Tempest, Living in Fear, highly recommended as well. A few weeks ago they aired the Lemmy the movie, the documentary about Lemmy, and he said that Little Richard was one of his favorites. So about this compilation, it's called Rip It Up, and the best songs on here are his earlier stuff, the rockier stuff. I don't care so much about the soul stuff. Went by a local record store this week and got this. This is the new Band of Horses album, which features Jay Massis from Dinosaur Jr. Gave this a spin. It sounds a bit like the first albums by Band of Horses, so really good. This album is an album I've been looking for since I started collecting, actually. I finally got a hold of The Three-Legged Dog by Alice in Chains, or it's actually self-titled. And I got this for a really good price. It has a drill hole up here, but the vinyl is in perfect condition, so really happy about this. Now I only need facelift, and that's pretty expensive as well. A couple of weeks ago, a local record store here in Umeå had everything half price. So I'm gonna show you some albums I got. This is a new press. All these records from that store are new presses. This is Noi. I guess you know about this. I got this. This is Stud, 70s hard rock. Originally only released in 200 copies, and this is like progressive hard rock. Not that good. It's okay. Yeah, and it's from 1975. I also got this. This is MC5, back in the USA. Really good album. I dig it. I also got this. This is Can Monster Movie Live. I haven't actually opened this. Also half price. I got this, East of Eden, Kings of Zion, rap tracks from 68 to 70. And all these records were like $9 or $10. Next up, Atoll, French progressive rock, synth stuff. Really enjoyed this. So check it out. I'm not gonna pronounce the album title. Something. Two more from that record store. This is The Use of Ashes by Pearls Before Swine. I dig this, so I'm gonna try and find the other albums by Pearls Before Swine. And the last record I got from there was Roger Waters. This is a bootleg from East Stadion in Stockholm, 1984, I think. Yes. I also got the bootleg from Gothenburg, so that's cool. And I saw a video like a couple of days ago, and it talked about Faust, and I knew that a local record store here in Umeå had a Faust album, so I went and got it. This was a pretty cheap one. This usually goes quite expensive. I paid a lot, but only like half or a third of what it's going for on Discogs. This is So Far by Faust. Really trippy music. And for you who know about this, it comes with 10 inserts, like 9 pictures, 1 picture of every song, and a lyric sheet. So everything's there. The vinyl is in great condition. The cover is so, but happy about that one. Also got this. This is Melanie. Stone Ground Words. from 72. This is folky singer-songwriter stuff. Enjoyable. Good album, not great, but good. And with Faust and Melanie I also got this. This is Julian Cope, Peggy Suicide. I only listened to this once, but it sounds like I'm gonna really dig this. It's all kinds of genres. I'm not gonna try to tell you what it sounds like, but yeah, happy to have that one. I also got this. This is David Laflamme or whatever. He plays in It's a Beautiful Day. And this one is called White Bird, and it features White Bird, It's a Beautiful Day song, and also Hot Summer Day, two really good songs. And the rest of the album is it's okay, but I'd rather listen to It's a Beautiful Day. And the next number of albums I'm just gonna not talk too much about. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment. I got this real cheap. This was like $1. Early Bee Gees album called ID. I got Billy Cobham, Steve Kahn, Alfonso Johnson, Tom Scott, Alive Mother for Ya. Next up is an album I've owned like 5 times, I think, and I've sold it every single time, so this is kind of like the last try. I really dig 70s hard rock, and this is Baker Gurvitt's Army. And some of the songs are great, and the rest is bad, so I'm probably gonna sell this again. This is really not my... It needs to be more consistent. This is... I'm not one of those guys who plays one song, I play the entire thing. So I'm probably gonna sell this. Okay, got plenty of records to go. I'm gonna try and make this fast. Got this album, Beardfish, Swedish progressive band. This one's called Mammoth. Actually really good. Adrian Belew, or how you pronounce it, former singer of King Crimson. This is his first solo album, Lone Rhino. I have actually not listened to this yet, but I will. Next record, Harvest Bag. This is a compilation of Harvest artists. For example, ELO, Climax, Chicago, Barclay James Harvest, Edgar Broughton Band, East of Eden, Roy Harper, and so on. This was really good. This is one for you synth prog maniacs. This is England Garden Shed. Sounds a lot like Yes, and this is a really good album. So if you like Yes, check this out. It's from 1977. This is a new press from 2012. Next up, I've been trying to find some white stripes on vinyl, and I found this in a local record store. This is like a live session. It's a double album. Really not my cup of tea. So I'm gonna sell this or trade it. And I have a lot of records for sale or for trade. If you're interested in knowing what records I have for sale, just leave a comment and maybe we can trade some stuff. White Stripes, the complete John Peel sessions. Next up, Thunder, bluesy hard rock from early 90s, I think. Yeah, 1990. This is a good album. It's not my favorite by Thunder, but a really good album. Also picked this up. This is Warm Dust, Peace for Our Time. Really good progressive album from the 70s. This next album is a real surprise for me. I didn't know anything about this. I just checked it up online and read some stuff about it, and I said, well, I'll buy it. And then when I came home, I gave it a listen, and this is really, really good. This is like sounds a bit like Beatles. It's kind of like 60s pop. Really good. Next up, Janne Stark, a guitarist from Sweden. He got this band called Mountain of Power, where he collaborates with musicians, and they do like cover songs. And this features like Key Marcello, Mikael Nord Andersson, Hank Sherman, Michael Danner, Ken Hammer, Chris Katina, Amy Douglas, Jimmy Ryan, and so on. Yeah, Neil Merriweather. So they do like cover songs. For example, Neil Merriweather, Captain Beyond, Mother's Finest, and stuff like that. If you're interested in this, just leave a comment and I can get you in touch with Janne Stark, who plays guitar on this. And yeah. And I'm just gonna flip the vinyl. Yeah, time is rushing away. Got a few more vinyls. This is the new record from The Poses called Solid States. And if you like The Poses, you should get this because this is really good. Yeah. Written in 2015. Really good. Next up is the end of an era for Sweden's probably biggest band. They're called Kent. This is their latest and last album, and they're going on their last tour this autumn, and I'm gonna see them because I really love them. I like the early stuff more, they became more like an electronic pop band like a couple of years ago, and yeah, this is the last album, and it's really good. Next up, Sun Ra, Space is the Place. This is a book and CD and DVD. I haven't really listened or watched the movie yet, but I'm gonna do that. This was also half price, so like $13 or something. And I'm trying to buy some soul albums, so I got Wilson Pickett in Philadelphia, and I really dig this. It's pretty beat up, but I only paid like $2 for it, and the vinyl is playing just fine. I really dig his voice, so if you have other soul artists with that like kind of raspy voice, kind of like James Brown, Little Richard, and stuff like that, please leave a comment so I can check some new stuff. Check out some new stuff. Next up is Pan. It's a Danish prog band, I think. Really good album. Pan. I think it's self-titled. Pan. Next up, I heard a track by Bernd Egerblad at the local record store. This is kind of folky jazz in the vein of Jan Johansson. It's Nybyggad land and Kristallen den fria. Den fina, sorry. So if you like Jan Johansson, you should check this out. Bernd Egerblad, fantastic pianist. Okay, 2 records to go. I'm a big Radiohead fan. Can't wait to get my hands on a new album, but I found this pretty cheap. This is Hail to the Thief. Dig it. And I also got the new album from 30-åriga kriget, a Swedish prog band. Really good. This limited edition on orange vinyl. Yeah, that's it. So, if you're willing to trade some records with me, please leave a comment and I will get you the list. It's a pretty long list. I'm guessing it's like 200 albums that I'm willing to trade off. So just leave a comment and we'll see each other on the internet. Toodaloo!